Friends, today I'll be talking about what's happening in the intellectual property field in India. The whole ecosystem of intellectual property needs to be understood in a very different fashion. Intellectual property stands for something which has been created by the mind, something which is very unique, and since it's a contract between the person who is telling the government this is my innovation, I need protection. So it's a contract between the government and the innovator in simple words. So intellectual property protection is very, very important. Currently, WhatsApp has 200 million monthly users. That's a huge number. I understand that a lot of privacy issues are being discussed. But one more very, very important to talk about is once you book a domain name online, what happens? You need to pay more to protect the information which you share with the domain name people or the entity who is actually looking after the domain name. I don't understand. If I want to write an article in a newspaper, generally you have to pay money to be online or be available on the internet. I think it's a very, very serious matter and something has to be done in this. When we talk about privacy issue, and once a person is buying a domain name, he or she or the company doesn't have to pay more money to protect the information from coming online. I don't understand. I just booked a domain a few days back and I have received more than 150 calls per day. I think since the law system is not being understood in the offline world, online world is totally, I would rather say it's naked. In online world, though you can build things very fast at the same point of time, once the control is given to someone else, the person can break that whole concept. So what is the need of the hour apart from WhatsApp? I think the need of the hour is to take few steps towards understanding the online business model and enacting laws whereby such domain holders or the companies who are providing domain names booking the domain is not giving consent to share the information. Why a person has to pay more? I think it's against the Indian laws, and this is a caution notice to these companies, because I would be writing a legal notice to all these companies, because you cannot just charge extra money from people like us and fooling people just to pay more to protect the data. It is your duty to protect the data, and you cannot just share the data online. And why a consumer has to pay extra money just to hide the data? People pay to be online. People spend time and energy to be online. So the need of the hour is such acts should be abolished as soon as possible. Coming to the next point, which is very, very important, is data privacy. Do we really understand what is data privacy? I think the answer is a big no. You go somewhere and you see free internet. We give our data. So there is nothing called as data privacy. And let me tell you, the enactment of the whole data privacy policy will take years and years and years in India. Why I say so? If you see the offline model, the way the judiciary is working right now, you need to go to an investigation officer, that's a police station, and in police station, you have a hard time explaining them what has happened in the online world. The only thing the police people in India ask for is, mere liye kya hai? If a person is going to a police station, you are a victim. If you're going to a police station, you are a victim. And the police officers, they ask you on your face, mere liye kya hai? Hame kya milega? You don't know even you're going to get back what has been taken from you. So I think Modi ji should do something about it, or the government should do something about it, whereby the internet cyber attacks is one part. What about people who intentionally do some cyber kind of crimes? But again, since it is not being defined in the law system, it's a person's free will to do anything in the online world. Into, I'll be happy to provide those details to the people who are interested in understanding the intellectual property scenario in India. Having said that, have a great day ahead. My name is prity.khastgir. I'm founder CEO of TCRS India. I'm also advisor to a lot of blockchain-based technologies across the globe. I'm also advisor to strategic companies in identifying the pain points, because I think I have this legal eye approach, and understanding technology law business has always been very close to my heart. And that was the reason I started with a firm way back in 2010 by the name of TechCorp Legal LLP. It's still under co-founder dispute, because the other partner just thought he can just go away with the law. Anyhow, I'm going to get it back when the time is right. If you have any questions, put your questions in the comment box below. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. Connect with me on LinkedIn. My name is prity.khastgir, and we'll be happy to assist you in enriching your current business model. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.